Need some new Modern Horizons cards? Well, you can pre-order them from our sponsor Card Kingdom by heading over to cardkingdom.com. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it is time for an addition to something. I don't even know what series this is going to be, but we are doing something a little different today. We are brawling, playing Historic Brawl with a Jadzi deck that I actually just kind of threw together. I have no idea if this deck's good, if it's going to work. The good news is, when it does work, it should do some pretty sweet things. We got like Metallurgic Summonings and Shark Typhoons to make tokens, and also Talrans and Murmuring Mystics. We're kind of slinging spells, drawing cards, ramping a bunch, trying to get Jadzi down and seeing what happens. So the question is, why are we playing Historic Brawl? That's not something we normally do. And the answer is, there is this Historic Brawl fest that's going on. And I really want these card styles. It's the only way you can get some of the Japanese Strixhaven Mystical Archive card styles, including Brainstorm, a big one, Faithless Looting, a big one, also Regrowth, I kind of want to. So we're trying to earn our card styles. We got to get 5 wins. It is best of 1, I believe, in Historic Brawl, so let's see what happens. I have not played Brawl or Historic Brawl in, I don't even know, months? A very long time, but the card styles brought me in, and I've been looking for a reason to play Jadzi, because Jadzi just, it's such a sweet card. We tried it in Standard a little bit on stream, and it didn't really go super duper well, but maybe this is a spot for it. Maybe Jadzi's home is as a leader of a Historic Brawl deck, so, how does our, we're up against the comma. No ramp. We do have some card draw. I guess we can solve the equation for it. Alright. I mean, we'll keep this. This hand is not super exciting, and I definitely am pretty frightened of Zakama. The downside of being a Jadzi deck is we can't really play a ton of counters or anything. Let's go land to the bottom. I feel like we're gonna hit our lands. Evolving Wilds. Ugin. Well, Ugin is kind of a removal spell if we get to it. Play the land, pass the turn. Yeah, no ramp is obnoxious. Our deck really wants to be accelerating. We have a ton of ramp spells, but I don't know, maybe we should have mulligan and try to find it. Ziggurat and Ranging Raptors. Well, good news is we are probably not going to be enraging the Raptor here. Grab a land. Draw a land. Oh, this feels bad, but we're going to solve the equation for whatever our best ramp spell is. We have so many spells in this deck. I guess just, well, which one is least value late game? Let's take everyone's favorite knight, Sir Kudia's Root. Get our ramp going. If our opponent has a good follow-up here, we might be in trouble. The hard thing about Jadzi is we either need a ridiculous amount of mana, or we need to untap with the Jadzi, which, doesn't always happen. Llanowar Elves. About it. Mountain. Oh dear, Sarkhan's Unsealing. Yeah, that's scary. Scary. Play this on green. Ramp. Snow-covered forest. Island. So we're up to 6 mana, but I'm not sure 6 mana is enough. Like, we need a way to reset this board, I think. Ugin might be able to do it in a couple turns, but do we have a couple turns? Dead. Super dead. Well, alright. Yeah, was not expecting Yadaro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. I think this means we're just literally dead. We don't have an answer to this. Well, let's play Narset. Yeah, we just kind of got run over. Well, I think the answer, the problem is our opponent just hit way more ramp than we did. Play the land. I mean, I guess our hope is to commit it? Maybe? Opponent. Well, we will commit Yadaro. Lose Narset. Pray real hard to the magic gods. Drover the Mighty. Forerunner of the Empires. Okay, if we draw a land, we have some hope. Because if we draw a land, we get to wrath our opponent's board with Ugin. And that would give us a shot. Gotta be untapped as well. Sublime Epiphany. Well, we will pass the turn. This triggers on cast. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, Sublime Epiphany. Draw a card. bounce. I guess we get to counter the trigger, so that helps. So we will bounce the Ranging Raptor. We will draw a card. Counter the Dino, counter the trigger. Oh, again, not a land. Okay. All right, there's a land. Fabled Passage, Crag Fabled Passage. Wow. Wow, we might be pulling this off. Grab a, doesn't really matter, I guess a snow-covered forest. Ugin. -4. All right. All right. All right. We're staying alive. Somehow. I thought we were so dead. And now we're almost to the Jadzi. And a post comes it up. Oh. Oh my goodness. I didn't think there was any chance. Well, we didn't get to go off with Jadzi. But our cheat code of playing at Ugin kept us alive. I'm shocked that we were able to stay alive, in all honesty. The Sublime Epiphany was huge. Not only countering the big dinosaur, but countering the cast trigger on the Sarkhan's Unsealing. That was what swung the game, and I guess at this point, our opponent doesn't have the mana for their commander. We're going to kill Ranging Raptor, play Jadzi, likely untap with Jadzi, and then things become really fun. So, well, if our opponent waited another turn or two, we would have done sweet things, but we'll take a win and a card style. Give us that card style. Where's card style number 1? What do we get? Does it give it to us right away, or do we got to keep playing? There we go. We get a God's Willing. Actually, God's Willing is a card style I don't care about, but that's fine. It's a step closer to one I do care about a lot, which is Brainstorm. So let's try again. See if we can actually get Jadzi down this time. I mean, a win's a win. A win's a card style, and card styles are what this is all about. But why do we have no audio? No one knows. Kenrith, okay. Should be interesting. Well, I mean, we're gonna keep, and we'll see what happens. I think Kenrith is known as one of the most busted Brawl commanders, which could be a problem. Yeah, let's just leave it on the Scryland for now. Narset. We really want ramp. We want ramp. That's what we want most. Is just like ramp for the early game. Opponent. Oh, Swarm Shambler. That is not a... Ooh, that's a good draw. Not exactly what I was expecting out of a Kenrith deck. Is our opponent playing 5-color +1/+1 counters? Looks like maybe. Let's brainstorm. Put back Field of the Dead. Put back Shark Typhoon for now. Crag the Evolving Wilds. Get a snow-covered forest. Let's opt. We do have some 2-mana ramp. Well, alright, commit to memory to the bottom. Blue Sun Zenith. Well, that's a minute away from doing anything, but who do we live long enough? Ooh, Wildwood Scourge. Alright, opponent hits us. Cultivate. Well, okay, that's good. So we get to cultivate, get a snow-covered island, and a normal island. Put one into play. Botanical Sanctum. Okay, the good news is we get to start making zombies. And maybe making... Oh, Grakma, okay. And maybe making zombies will be able to keep us alive. Opponent gets and hits us. Hour of Promise. Get Field of the Dead. And I guess the Biblioplex. Make some zombies. Fabled Passage. Make a zombie. Well, that's our defense. And we're actually pretty close to Jadzi time. Opponent plays a land. Basri's Lieutenant. Grows the Dork. Goes to combat. We will kill the Wildwood Scourge if we can. Alright, crack this. The question's going to be, when do we play Jadzi? Like, do we just run it out? Do we wait to try to get more value? Make a zombie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we wait this turn. I think we play the land. I think we Abundant Harvest for non-land. And pass the turn. Leave up Sublime Epiphany. Basri Cat. We probably got to counter that, don't we? So Sublime Epiphany. Counter. Bounce. Copy. Draw. We'll bounce a Scourge. Copy a zombie. Draw a card. Oh, hopefully this isn't Veil of Summer. That would be a blowout. All right, resolves. Basri making a bunch of tokens would be an issue. Wildwood Scourge returns. Pota passes. Well, let's regrowth. Sublime Epiphany. Play a land, make a token. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I guess we just gotta pass again. I mean, we're getting close to when Jadzi's gonna come down. We're not quite there, but soon. Very soon. And if our opponent doesn't Sublime Epiphany, then we can Blue Sun Zenith for a bunch of cards. And that might get us to Jadzi time. We gotta keep this Kenrith from coming down, because everything getting Trample and Haste is going to kill us. Sure. I don't think we care enough to actually counter that. I think we'd rather Blue Sun Zenith. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Blue Sun Zenith for 5. Opponent's gonna grow the dorks. Oh! Mass manipulation, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We could steal 3 creatures? I really want to get Jadzi going. Well, let's Migrations Path. Get our last 2 lands. Make a couple zombies. Island, make a zombie. Pass the turd. Discard a Hinterland Harbor. Oh, so close. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana. So we can get a Jadzi trigger. Well, we'll see. We're close. We're so close. Wow, this shows the power of Field of the Dead, because we have not done much of anything. Well, Biblioplex, just in case. Opponent's gonna grow the dork. Yeah. We could wrath the board with Ugin. I think if we do, though, then our opponent concedes. And I want to go off with Jadzi. Well, we'll take it. Play Jadzi. We're going for it. We're going for it. There's Jadzi. If we die, we die. We will play Snow-Covered Island, make a zombie. We will solve the equation. Trigger Jadzi. Cast it. Okay, free grow spiral. That's a start. About it. Don't kill our Jadzi. Oh! Jadzi overpowered. Jadzi overpowered, apparently. Huh. Maybe the downside of Jadzi is, if we actually get to the point of doing cool things with it, our opponents just concede. We didn't even attack him the whole game. We just sat back, our opponent did their thing, put counters on stuff, and then scooped. Well, there's a brainstorm. Card style number 2 achieved. Huh. Well, so far the deck's kind of been working, although it has not been quite as spectacular as I was hoping, not because it doesn't have the ability to be spectacular, but because apparently our opponents just concede as soon as we get close to doing sweet things. Royal Scions, eh? Well, alright, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know about this legendary frame on Arena. It looks kind of weird. You know what? We will bolt ourselves to be able to play this Opt Island. Oh no, opponent's going aggro. That's bad news. I'll keep Command Tower. Play the Forest. Grow Spiral. Put the land into play. So we're doing a good job of ramping, which I like. But I would assume aggro is probably like our hardest matchup. Well, play Arcane Signet. Command Tower. Solve the equation. We might just interesting. Yeah, I guess we just take River's Rebuke. Good chance that we're going to need to reset the board at some point. Island. I mean, River's Rebuke does get rid of all the tokens, which is good. Opponent loots. Token. Goes attacking. Huh. Well, do we have to do it now? I would rather wait, but that gives our opponent the chance to counter? Like, I would like to Hour of Promise, get Field of the Dead going, but that does open up counters on River's Rebuke. I mean, I guess we're at 20. All right, we'll do it. Hour of Promise, get Biblioplex, and Field of the Dead. Fabled Passage, make a zombie. Pass the turn. Well, now we're mostly hoping our opponent just taps down, so we can River's Rebuke, bounce everything, and then take advantage of the fact we have like 3 times as much mana as our opponent. Mounted. Royal Scions, loots. I guess the other option is we can leave up River's Rebuke, which is decent. We can, or leave up Sublime Epiphany, which is decent. If our opponent doesn't tap down, opponent hits us, we take it, untap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's brainstorm. Put back Blue Sun Zenith, Spring to Mine. Fabled Passage, crack it. Get a island and a zombie. Well, attack Royal Scions. Alright, opponent shocks. Well, Campus, zombie. Pass the turn. Ooh, feeling fragile. Feeling fragile. Unsummons a zombie. Opponent untaps. Island. 3 cards in hand. Loots with Royal Scions. Also, all of our opponent's stuff having flying is obnoxious. Our zombies are really good on defense, but not if our opponent has only flyers. Lava Coil. Okay, Sublime Epiphany. Counter, bounce, copy, draw. Now, this might eat the counter at least. If our opponent has one. Alright, there's the counter. Well, that's mostly fine. I mean, it's not good. But it does mean we're going to resolve River's Rebuke. Which is good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, River's Rebuke you. Narset. Ticket down. Shark Typhoon. Go. Opponent. Mounted. Kraken. Shark Typhoon's actually pretty nice. Opponent passes. Well, take down Narset. Get Abundant Harvest. Play the land. Get a zombie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's the worst that happens? Opponent's got... You know what? We're playing Jadzi. We're playing it. We're playing Jadzi. We're passing the turn. Don't kill us. Hopefully we get to untap with all of our mana in a Jadzi and have a ridiculous turn. That is our hope and dream. We'll see. Wow. Opponent's one draw was the perfect draw. All right. Well, good on you, opponent. Opponent goes attacking, changes their mind, goes attacking. Oh, we knew their hand too. We knew their hand. That is a bummer. All right, well, now we're going to have to keep waiting. Improbable Alliance, opponent passes. Well, we will play Uro. Draw a card, gain some life. Put the land into play. Make a zombie. Escape Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. Draw a card, gain some life. Talrand. Pass the turn. Well, now our opponent has 2 things they really need to kill. Opponent grows a Kraken. Going to crack in. Grows the door, hits us for a bunch. I wonder if they kill the Talrand. Like, us untapping for Talrand's pretty bad for our opponent. The good news is we have Shark Typhoon, so... well, we will play a Shark Typhoon. Hardcast it. Opponent. Alright, we will Abundant Harvest. Non-land. Make a Shark. Make a Drake. Opponent's gonna draw some cards. Sure. Well, non-land. We will Spring. Get a land. Make a Drake. Make a Shark. Make a zombie. And attack with Uro. Gain some life. Oh, summonings too! We almost have the Spell Slinger trifecta going. Well, this is not the spectacular Jadzi game, but we're seeing the Simic Spellsling plan come together here. Oh, if we get summonings too and just start casting things, that's a lot of tokens. I feel like our tokens have mostly stabilized us. There's the Royal Scions. Loots with Royal Scions. Yeah. Girls a Kraken, makes a token. Well, this is a very Commander-esque battle. Both players are going off. They both got big boards. We draw land. Play the land, make a token. Play Metallurgic Summonings. We're going all the way. We're going all the way with our Spell Slingers. Make a Shark. Every spell we cast is pretty good now. About it. We will Cultivate. Trigger. Shark, Summonings, and Telrad. Oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. We will get 2 lands. Put the forest into play. We will Balagat Recovery. Get back Abundant Harvest. Make some sharks and rakes. And whatever Metallurgic Summonings makes. Let's Abundant Harvest. Non-land. Solon Division. Opponent has what? 2, 3 flyers. Well, I guess we pass. I mean, we gotta be getting close to winning here. We gotta be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can get a Jadzi trigger next turn. I guess we also gotta make sure Royal Scions doesn't ultimate. That is a way we could lose. Land for our opponent. They must be holding Beacon Bolt for the return of Jadzi. Maybe we don't even play Jadzi. Maybe we just dig for an extra turn spell. I feel like with how this board is, if we can find an extra turn spell, it should be game-ish. Like, this makes, what, 2 6/6s and a 2/2? Every spell we cast is just so absurd at the moment. Opponent, thinking over the possibilities. Chemist's Insight, discards. Stolen by Fate, draw some cards. Finale of Revelation. Opponent officially tapped out. And, did not wait for your death. Maybe this deck's really good. I was not sure the deck was going to be good enough, but that was sweet. We just got all the Metallurgic Summoning stacked up, and if your opponent can't deal with it, pretty good. Doomblade added to the collection. So far, we're 3-0. We have 2 more to go. We need 1 for Faithless Looting, 1 for Regrowth, and we have successfully Historic Brawl. Still a little sad that Jadzi has not really went off. So what do we have? We had 1 game. Game 1, Ugin, opponent scooped. Game 2, Jadzi first trigger hits a growth spiral, and opponent scoop. Game 3, Jadzi, opponent top decks a removal spell. So our deck's been winning in spite of Jadzi rather than because of it, but the deck's still been sweet. So, all right, on to the next one. All right. 2 more to go for all of our wins. Can we finally actually really go off with Jadzi? Ooh, Wrath action, eh? Well, that might be like blue-white. Oh, I think we're going to mulligan this. That is not a lot of lands and many expensive cards. We will take a free mulligan. Oh, this is much better. This is Cultivate an Hour, I promise. Of course, that also depends on our opponent not having a ton of counters, which, we'll keep that. Which they definitely could as a blue-white flash style deck. Reliquary Tower, Mind Stone. Well, Botanical Sanctum. I guess we foretell. Pass the turn. Search for Escanta. Well, land and cultivate. Snow-covered island and normal forest. I mean, I guess what might happen here, if we resolve this Hour of Promise, is that we just Field of Dead our opponent into oblivion. Wow, our opponent is not pretentious. Not pretentious in the least. Oh boy, playing a Flash Commander and just running it out. Well, I guess maybe they were worried about us having counters, which makes some amount of sense. But now, because our opponent's tapped out, we are free to make, get in there. Yeah. I mean, we're just free to make zombies. Play a land, make a zombie, go to combat, attack with the zombies. Opponent flashes in a solemn, sure. Oh, do we want to win the game? Opponent blocks. Well, I guess we take an extra turn. I mean, we can just Ugin. If we Ugin, our opponent almost certainly going to scoop. But let's take an extra turn, make a couple birds. Untap. Wow. All right. I was worried about the Ugin making our opponent scoop, but apparently, wow, I have never seen... I'm a fast scooper. I've heard that from the YouTube comments many times. There's a faithless looting. Which one do you like best, chat? Which one do you like best? Which one do you like best? There we go. What do you think? I'm actually not sure. I want all the Japanese card styles, but I'm really, truly, honestly not sure which one I'm going to play in decks. This one is soft and beautiful. This one is like an Adult Swim show from the early 2000s or something, but I like it in a weird way. I think, honestly, the biggest reason I will probably play the Japanese one is the borderlessness just looks so clean. If I could put this art into this border, editor, get on that, then I would probably continue to play this one. But I still love this art, and I still think it's really hilarious, but it's hard to pass up the cleanness of the border of the Japanese versions. All right, one more to go. Yes, we will not save that Faithless Looting deck. Well, in some ways I'm a little disappointed, honestly, that we haven't gotten a chance to go off more because people are scooping so quickly. On the other hand, I threw this deck together in like 10 minutes, and it's working. We're crushing people. Ooh, Orvar. This should be interesting. Orvar is pretty busted, but is it busted if you only have a Brawl card pool? I mean, it's pretty good in, like, Commander, but I'm not actually sure how good it will be in Brawl. On the other hand, our opponent's mono blue, which might mean we don't get to actually, like, resolve anything. We haven't run into anyone playing just, like, hardcore counter spells yet. Opponent, Arcane Signet, sure. I'll play a land, and foretell. Your go, opponent. Plays a Sanctum and Replicating Ring. Well, play a Snow-Covered Forest, Cultivate. Get a Island and a Snow-Covered Island. Snow-Covered Islands, normal islands. It's same with Forest. It is a Field of the Dead trick. Just so it's clear, that is why we're doing it. Alright, there's our friend Orvar. Opponent passes. We draw the Field of the Dead. Well, Field of the Dead. Migration Path. Island Forest. That card is so busted. It is so ridiculously busted. After playing this, I kind of feel like they should ban this in Brawl. Like, we're a 2-color deck, and we are very consistently just, like, going off with Field of the Dead. It's really insane how easy it is, especially now that we have access to normal and snow-covered basics. I almost feel bad about it. Like, it's just been too easy. And now we got zombies forever. Our opponent's trying to do their, cute little Orvar shenanigans, which I actually kind of want to see how you make Orvar work in Brawl. That is the most depressing thing I've ever seen. 3 mana Release to the Winds to kill a zombie and attack for 3. I mean, that is legal. Well, we will play a land. We're going to play Jadzi. We've been trying to Jadzi this whole time. The Jadster has maybe arrived? Alright. Well, opponent? No interaction. Don't kill our stuff. Please, one time. For the content. Let us go off with Jadzi and see what it can do. We even have the extra turn spell, Foretold. So if we get to untap and our opponent does not concede, we should be able to do really crazy things with this Jadzi. Opponent. Up to 6 mana. Goes to combat. Oh! Okay, I think it's going off time. So we will play a land, make a zombie. Don't scoop. We will play 1, 2. We will regrowth to get back Cultivate. Jadzi. Yeah, we'll cast Our Promise for free. Sure. Why not? Yeah, we'll cast a Spell Satchel for free. Sure. Why not? We'll get a land and a land. It doesn't really matter what they are. Make some zombies. We will cast Cultivate. Trigger Jadzi. We're not going to take the extra turn, I don't think. Abundant Harvest. We will cast that. Sure. Circuitous Route? Yeah, let's cast that too. Get a land. Wow, we've got all the lands out of our deck. We will name non-land. And okay, that was a good turn. That was a good turn. You know what? We don't even attack. We just pass. We just pass. We just pass. Your go, opponent. Next turn, we can win the game. Well, next 3 turns. Torrential Gearhulk for release. Ooh. Ooh, that's combo. That's combo. Torrential Gearhulk. Release to the winds. The Gearhulk. Copy the Gearhulk. That's cute. I like it. I mean, next turn, if our opponent does not concede or kill our Jadzi, is going to be even more insane. That was finally the Jadzi value. It took 5 games to get there, but that was finally the value we were waiting for. Opponent, Kiora as the Sea God. Sure, sure, sure. Make that 8-8. We're fine with that. Let us have our fun, opponent. Oh, this is going to be so good. This is going to be so good. Opponent passing. Well, let the games begin. We will play a forest, make a zombie. Sure. We will time warp. Take an extra turn. Trigger Jadzi. No scoops? No scoops? Let's see how far we can go. Oh, we hit a land. Okay. We will spring. Trigger Jadzi. Florahedron. Alright, we'll play it, we'll play it, we'll play it. No basics to get. We will mind. Trigger Jadzi. Talrand. Add that to the pile, thank you. Draw some cards. We will pass the turn. Go to our extra turn. Not done yet. Not done yet. The fun has just begun. No attacks yet. Untap. Oh, God. We will... Oh, do we win? Oh, my God. Alrund's Epiphany. Trigger Jadzi. Make a Drake. Get a land. Take an extra turn. Commit Kiora as the Sea God. Trigger Jadzi. Make a Drake. Come on, Jadzi. Metallurgic Summonings. We will cast that. We will play Murmuring Mystic. We will... One more turn, and then we finish the deal. Untap. This is the turn where our opponent dies. Oh, God. Sublime Epiphany. Bounce, copy, draw. Bounce you, copy you, draw a card. Trigger Jadzi. Oh, this is as good as we dreamed. Oh my God, and the Shark Typhoon for 1 mana. This makes it worth it. This makes it all worth it. Scryland, play it. Scry. An opponent now is dead. It scoops it up, and that's what we'd been waiting for. Thank you, huge thank you to Magnius, our Orvar opponent who actually let us go off with Jadzi. That was sweet. That's what we envisioned the deck doing. I think we would have done it more times if it hadn't been for all the early scoops, which I guess you're incentivized to do because there's not really punishment for losing in this event. You just got to get your wins. So I would early scoop too, I guess, in a lot of cases in this event. But that was sweet. That's what Jadzi Brawl can do. Finally, 3 extra turns, free Shark Typhoons, chained together, huge board, attack, and win. And that was pretty spectacular. So, well, we got our card styles. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm not the biggest Historic Brawl player by any stretch, but that was kind of fun. Most importantly, we got all of our sweet card styles. So, yeah, I don't know. If you like Brawling in Historic, give Jadzi a shot. It's not super expensive. I think, sadly, the mana base does up the cost a bit, but if you actually just look at the deck as far as wild cards, it's actually not too bad. I think it's 8 mythics, including Jadzi, and then 18 rares. So it's not really budget, I wouldn't say, but it's not super expensive, and like half of our rares are lands, so maybe, hopefully you already have them, but yeah, I mean, if you like swinging spells, you like going off with Metallurgic Summonings, and having ridiculous Jadzi turns, seems like a pretty fun Brawl option. So anyway, that's Historic Brawl. Still don't know what series this is going to be. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. And sticking around until we finally got to go off with Jadzi after 5 matches. And yeah, get your card styles, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.